Welcome to the 2025 HallowBemTown virtual tour. I'm not going to be speaking too much in this one. Normally I give stories and everything, but all right, here we go. Our demon guardian. And the dragonborn. Can't really see him because tree branches. There he is. Fighting the Lich King. Here we have an unholy matrimony. And of course, the Pumpkin Queen and Harold. The Pumpkin Queen is luring the children to steal their souls to make more pumpkin children. We have the demon dinner party. And the bouncer shooing off the unwanted guests. And then we have Bob and his child. There's the unwanted guests. Look at them trying to sneak in. We have Michael on the toilet. We're making our way to Hag's Hollow, where all the witchy residents of HallowBemTown live, or most of them live. Sorry if I'm panting a little or making weird noises because it's a little cold here. Our friendly neighborhood butcher and his assistant cooking up all kinds of meatses and selling their special parts labeled as friends in a box, assemble your own. Here we have a grandmother witch training her granddaughter, who is her apprentice. And this witch here is cooking up a ghastly brew. We have our necromancer's hut back there with his beautiful wife, Belinda. And we have our witch hunters who've managed to ensnare a poor witch and have her tied to the stake, all ready to light a match. Coming up upon the Leshen, who are opening a portal to hell. The spirits of the wood. The evil deeds of man have turned them from their guardianship to this. And here we have a poor young witch who was burned at the stake and summoned a werewolf to protect her so it could never happen again. And here's our boy Tommy, just hanging out here looking for someone to chase. And our poor lonely cowboy settled down to rest for the night, to never wake up. We have the HallowBemTown pirates who mutinied against their captain, hoping to steal the treasure for themselves. What they didn't realize is the treasure was cursed, and they became part of his skeleton crew. Our poor captain, stabbed in the chest without being given proper burial. Francois and Felipe. Felipe went spelunking in the outhouse for interesting bottles. Never made it out. One night, Francois stumbled in to use the facilities, and Felipe popped up and frightened poor Francois to death. So now they're together forever. We have the Swamp Witch raising Mary Rifle from the dead to reunite her with her husband, who's definitely not expecting it. And the rest of our residents of Hags Hollow boiling up something nasty. Finally, we have the HallowBemTown Cemetery. Where residents are just dying to get out. Stay on the path, lest you wake the dead. Those who haven't already woken. We have the cemetery keeper. Stands night and day with his faithful hound by his side, keeping vigil, making sure that none of the residents escape to wreak havoc. However, this mischievous little duo did escape, and now they're trying to make their way back in before the keeper notices that they were gone. They may or may not have had a little bit of too much to drink at the demon dinner party. Then we come to the happy, cute, not scary, no terrifying stories, nothing part of the display, with our happy little scarecrows and witches and pumpkins. Little blow-ups. thus ends this year's virtual tour of HallowBemTown. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you next year. Happy Halloween!